It is the beginning of class, and you are settling into your desk like always, chatting with classmates and going over your homework. Then your instructor announces your next major assignment, an oral presentation. Your stomach drops, your emotions turn to dread, and you are filled with anxiety about having to get up in front of your class and deliver a speech. If this describes you, you are not alone. Most people experience some anxiety when they have to speak in front of a group, no matter how often they do it. While it is impossible to get rid of speech anxiety entirely, this video, Perfecting the Art of Oral Presentations, will provide some tips to help you combat that anxiety and deliver a confident and effective presentation. Tip 1. Figure out why you are nervous. If you feel nervous about giving a presentation, the first thing you should do is figure out why. Take a minute to write down or reflect on why you are nervous. Are you worried you will look stupid in front of your classmates? Are you afraid your professor will judge you too harshly? If so, dig a little deeper into why you feel that way. Are you really afraid you will forget what you are going to say? Are you worried that you won't be able to speak for the required length of time? Identifying these reasons can help you figure out how best to prepare. Tip 2. Pick something that interests you. If your instructor gives you a choice of topic, pick something that you find interesting. You will be more willing to do quality research, and your enthusiasm will show in your presentation. Tip 3. Don't procrastinate. While you may think you can throw together a 5-minute presentation last minute or wing it, doing so will only increase your anxiety. Instead, read as much as you can about your topic and become an expert in it. Then, spend time planning out what you will say and what your visuals will be. You might even write a script ahead of time. You can use note cards or type the script entirely. Write clearly or in big font and triple space your words to make it easier to refer to in the moment. Even though you should not read your speech, having a script or notes will give you something to refer to and will remind you of where you are in the presentation if you get nervous. Tip 4. Practice, practice, practice. After you have prepared your speech, practice presenting it out loud to see how long it will take. This will also help you to memorize key phrases and major points that you want to make in your presentation. You may even record yourself or present for a friend or family member to get feedback. Also, keep in mind, when people get nervous, they often speak faster than they normally would. So, you may get through your presentation much quicker when you present in class. To help you slow down, write some presentation notes in your script, such as wait 3 seconds or change slide here to remind you to breathe, relax, and slow down. Tip 5. Familiarize yourself with the presentation space. For in-class assignments, you will most likely be presenting in your classroom, a space you are already pretty familiar with. However, you may not have seen the class from the front of the room. Take a minute to look around the teacher station, see what technology tools are available, and figure out where you might stand and put your notes. If the presentation will take place somewhere other than your classroom, go and visit where your presentation will be beforehand. A presentation in a large classroom with stadium seating will require different materials and preparation than a more intimate presentation to a few people during a poster session. Being familiar with the space and the limitations you have will help you feel more comfortable and will help you better prepare for your presentation. Tip 6. Prepare for technological mishaps. For many presentations, you will be required to include a visual element. For most students, this will be a PowerPoint, Prezi, or slide presentation of some sort. And while computer and internet access is available in all of the classrooms on campus, it does not always work as expected, so be prepared in case something goes wrong. Print off your slides ahead of time, or create a handout you can pass around. This way, a technical mishap will not keep you from giving a great presentation. Tip 7. Dress in something that makes you feel confident. While your instructor may not require you to dress up for your presentation, it is always a good idea to dress in something that makes you feel confident. Clothing that is too tight or too casual might make you feel self-conscious, which will translate to your body language during the presentation. If you feel like you look good, you will be more confident. You will stand taller, smile, and will not be worried about that coffee stain on your shirt. Tip 8. Use relaxation techniques. Take a few deep breaths before you present to help calm and relax your mind. Tip 9. Find the friendly faces. While you are presenting, find a few people in the audience who are paying attention and are engaged. Make eye contact with them and get encouragement from their positive feedback. Alternatively, looking at your audience may increase your anxiety. If that is you, find a spot on the wall at the back of the room to focus on. It will look like you are making eye contact, even if you aren't. Tip 10. Accept your anxiety. Remember, you cannot get rid of your anxiety entirely. Accept it and find ways to hide it. If your hands shake, put them in your pockets or rest them on the podium. If you sweat, wear clothing that will hide it. If you get dry mouth, have a bottle of water handy. Finally, remember that everyone else is as nervous as you are. Your classroom presentations are meant to be a low-stakes learning experience in a safe place to practice and improve your skills. For more help with your oral presentations, make an appointment for the Oral Communications Lab at the Gaston College Writing Center.